In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new T-Mobile Revvl 6X 5G. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. And as you guys see, we have the Revvl 6X right here. Also in the house, just if you guys don't know, the Nokia G310 5G came out as well at Metro by T-Mobile. So I'll be unboxing that today as well. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are so you guys can go ahead and catch that. It sucks because on launch day, it took me so long to find the Revvl 6X 5G. So it's probably not going to come out in most places for another week, and I couldn't even find the Pro, and I called like 10-15 different locations. So once I find that, I'm going to be doing the review of the Pro as well. But for the Revvl 6X 5G, I believe this is around $200 retail if you guys would like to purchase this outright. If you guys would like to open a new number, open a new line with Metro by T-Mobile, which this type of phone is going to be for those types of people because it is kind of more of one of those entry-level devices. It's not going to be better than the Pixel 6a or Galaxy A54 or any of those more premium phones. This device is going to be totally free at Metro by T-Mobile right now. So I'm not sure what deals they have at regular T-Mobile, but at Metro by T-Mobile, you can get this for $0 out of pocket. All you have to do is pay first month service, your tax, and then there's a couple other fees. So I came out of there with the Revvl 6X 5G for around $120 after California state tax. But as you guys see, we have the Revvl 6X 5G in the house. Before I unbox this, just going over some specifications, we have 4 gigabytes of RAM inside of here, a decent 128 gigabytes of internal storage, a 4500 milliamp battery. For a processor, we do have a Dimensity 700 processor, so it's not one of the greatest processors out there, but this isn't going to be one of the greatest phones out there. This is definitely going to be a very entry level device, and that comes in on the display as well. So display is only going to be HD plus, so we're gonna have a 720p display. Android 13 is going to be on here out of the box, and I believe we have 1 year of major OS updates. The cool things on this device, some noteworthy things, we actually do have a micro SD card slot on this device, so we can expand this memory via micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. Not only do we get a decent storage on here of 128, but we can expand it as well. So love to see that. Also, we do have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on this, and we also have NFC in this as well. So that is what this device is looking like so far, but let's go ahead and unbox this. So this is kind of like one of those slide out boxes right here. Definitely like this little design they have. Obviously it's going to look like T-Mobile, but this is a Metro by T-Mobile device. We have our data cable right here, and that data cable is going to be, of course, USB type A to USB type C. We of course have our terms and conditions, we have our safety and regulatory information, and we have our quick start guide right there. So that is everything that comes inside the box, and we have the phone right here as well. We're gonna put that to the side, and of course your SIM card ejector tools in there as well. So that's all we have in the box. All right guys, so this is how the device is looking on the back right here. This color right here is just going to be called gray. It doesn't feel like amazingly premium or anything, but it feels decently substantial. On the back of the device, of course, they don't put the IMEI number. Thank you for not doing that. I have to like cover that up every single time. We have our T-Mobile emblem in the middle right here. It's kind of shiny, kind of sexy, and of course we have our camera module right here, and of course we have a triple camera setup on here with of course our LED flash. Our main one's going to be a 50 megapixel wide PDAF camera, our secondary is going to be a 2 megapixel depth camera, and our third is going to be a 2 megapixel macro. Also this is capable of HDR and panorama mode, so if you guys want to use that, you can. And for a video, we can go all the way up to 1080p 30 frames per second. Right side of the device, I'm kind of digging this, honestly. Our power button is going to actually double as our fingerprint sensor, so that's going to be like the Galaxy A14 or a few other devices that share that. So all you're gonna have to do once you set it up is tap it, and then you can open your phone like so. But it's really nice that they actually put an accent on the power button. Super nice. So this is going to be a magenta power button. I definitely think magenta and gray goes together, this definitely looks really nice. Above that, we just have a volume up and down rocker. Top of the phone, we have a noise canceling mic. Left side of the device, of course, we have our SIM tray, and this is going to double as an SD card slot as well if you guys would like to expand your storage. Bottom of the phone, we do have a loudspeaker right there. We have our Type-C port right there. To the left of that, we have, of course, our noise canceling mic, and to the left of that, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, so we can plug in earbuds. Love to see it. But we're gonna go ahead and peel this off. This is one of the most satisfying things to do. Now, as you guys see straight away, we have a fat chin at the bottom of this device. I definitely do not like seeing that. Some of you don't care. And of course, we have a teardrop notch. This is looking very similar to the Revvl 6 and 6 Pro or whatever. Even the box looked very similar as well. And the specifications are kind of similar as well, to be quite honest, but hopefully you guys do get some good use out of this phone. I'm going to show you how the cameras look right now. We're going to take a look at the video on this device, and we're going to also take a look at the speakers to see how those perform as well. But definitely stay tuned if you guys would like to see my pros and cons, tips and tricks, all that different stuff on the Revvl 6X and the Revvl 6X Pro. And of course, we have that other Nokia device in the mix that we're going to take a look at. But let me go ahead and set this up, and I'll be back in a second. All right, everyone, so we booted up the Revvl 6X 5G, and I have to say this device is pretty much the same as last year's Revvl 6. So I do not know what they did here. It's so weird what they keep trying with the Revvl. They know they can sell them because it's one of those port-in special phones and stuff like that, but there's really not much that has changed here, and I'm already really not liking this phone at all. So I think it's okay if you're gonna get this device for free, but guys, do not pay out of your pocket $200 to get this device. If you guys are gonna pay $200 to get a device, get the Galaxy A14. I really don't like this. Fingerprint sensor is okay, however, it's pretty accurate. Let me go ahead and show that for you real quick, because we just turned on the device. It's a pretty accurate fingerprint sensor. Typing on this so far has kind of been a headache, especially going down from like a premium phone like the Galaxy A54 or the Galaxy S22 Ultra is what, you know, type of phone that I use on a regular basis. So the typing and the haptic feedback is going to feel kind of wonky. So far, 720p display, I think it looks okay. If we go to the drop down bar menu, we actually have NFC in here, so you guys can go ahead and use your Google Pay and all that. We also have our native screen recorder inside of here. Nearby share or screencast. If you guys have a smart TV, we have a wallet option for putting in your credit cards and all of your gym memberships, or, you know, Costco memberships or whatever. So we have all that stuff inside of here. So if you guys need a basic phone and you want to get a phone for free, I can definitely recommend this. I think this is just as good as any other phone out there that they're offering for free at Metro by T-Mobile, and of course T-Mobile. But we're gonna go ahead and take a photo and see how this looks. Again, a 50 megapixel main shooter, and this is going to be capable of wide angle. I think it looks pretty good though. I think the camera looks pretty good. I don't think anything has really been upgraded too much, but I think the color reproduction and the clarity is there. And I think for the average person, you're going to have a decent time taking photos on here in decent lighting. I'm going to go into further detail later on, but it really doesn't look bad at all. We have our live focus. Also in our more section, we have pro mode, we have panorama, slow motion, hyperlapse, macro, 50 megapixel, and our Google lens, of course. If you guys would like to look up a product or something in general, you guys can go ahead and use that to search for things that you see. I know they put this dark wallpaper on here every single time, so you guys don't see that fugly little chin down here, but the chin is thick. The chin is really thick. I don't feel good about that. I don't think it looks the greatest, but some people obviously don't care. Next thing I want to go and test out before we end this unboxing is taking a look at how the display looks with YouTube Shorts and YouTube in general, and then also testing out the speaker because it's actually decently loud. Since I know a lot of you guys are watching Shorts right now, let's just go in through some Shorts. Let's see how this looks.
These are 3 times Mr. Beast hurt people. The first incident occurred during the filming of Mr. Can you turn on the AC? It's kind of hot in here.
My dog is fat because he hates working out, so I created 3 genius ways.
So the speaker sounds fine. It is a tiny bit tinny, so do know that. But the speaker sounds fine. As far as shorts go, if you guys are using a budget phone, you guys already know how they look. But they don't really look that good on here. So just letting you guys know that. Last thing I do want to try is check out a 4K video on here in landscape mode and see how those videos look. So as far as landscape videos go, I believe the display looks good, and I think most people who know what a budget phone is and usually uses budget phones, they're going to be happy with the display. I think it definitely looks good enough with its downscaled 1080p 60 FPS. Everything else though, like the teardrop notch, the huge chin at the bottom, the cheap build, if you guys are not getting this phone for free, I would definitely go with something more on the Galaxy side, like the Galaxy A14, or even maybe like a used Galaxy S20 FE. If you guys really just want a used phone and you're not going to T-Mobile or you're not with Metro by T-Mobile, if you want an unlocked device, the Galaxy S20 FE is actually really, really good, and I think it has Android 13 on it as well. So, you know, with everything considered, if you guys are getting this phone for free, I think it is cool that they're giving that deal out, and I think you guys are going to like this phone. But other than that, I would not pick up this phone. But yeah, guys, stay tuned for the pros and cons about this device. I'm going to be doing other videos on this phone, so this isn't my final review of this. I'm definitely going to be using this for the next few days and telling you guys more about it. But if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below as well as subscribing if you're not part of the Tech Gang already. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.